What's up everybody, Jim Games Live here, and in today's video, we're going to be reacting to BAND-MAID. Now the song is called Manners, and I believe this is a newer song from the gals over at BAND-MAID, and I don't really know too much about it. I've heard maybe one or two songs or singles off of the new album, and it sounds fantastic. But in all fairness, everything I've heard from BAND-MAID has sounded fantastic. But I'm not exactly sure what we're going to get into today. If you're new around here, please consider liking and subscribing. I do this sort of thing all the time, and I'd love to have you here with me. All right, let's switch screens and let's see what we're in for today. All right, BAND-MAID, show us what you got. We got a music video on this one, I guess. Hold on, that's new. So these girls are known, they're known for having like a hard rock type sound, but you don't really hear too many electronic sounds in their music. And this little transition they just used, this little bridge to a translation, I can't talk, transition. It was very electronic. It had kind of like a bass drop type sound and that basic 808 kick feel to it. That's different. I haven't heard that from these gals before. I want to see if I can pick up on that one more time. Here. My face. Awesome. Where's this going? Okay, we're taking that back there. That was an awesome outro. All right, so I briefly touched on the beginning transition to the main verse that they were going into by having some sort of electronic drum and, I don't know, some sort of like deep bass type drop. Now, they did this 2 other times in this song, one with a male vocal, or it could have been one of their vocals just with the octave way down. Just say like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another time with a like almost a breakbeat style drum, but like kind of lo-fi. That just means they turn the midway down, almost no bass to it. But they did it beautifully because the way they transitioned, especially from the first time by doing that, is the double on the kick of the I'll call it electronic beat, just fit and flowed right into the doubles the triples that were picking up into that main verse. That was absolutely beautiful. Now, Bandmaid doesn't normally do this sort of thing, at least from the songs that I've heard. There's really not many electronic compotes to this band at all. You know, what you see is what you get. You have these amazing ladies who just play their instruments incredibly well. I saw somebody here in chat too mention Misa on the bass. I'm glad some people here are Bandmaid fans to see this live, because out of all of the girl bands that I've been kind of reacting to lately, Bandmaid is my favorite. They're just instrumentally they're one of my favorites. If not my favorite. But let's talk more about this song itself. So I thought that was really interesting. But what was really stunning and what really stood out to me for this outro was how electronic it almost sounded, but with actual organic instruments. Now, if you listen closely, I'm going to take this back and show you exactly what I mean. It sounds like what we were hearing was a piano, but not necessarily a piano playing the keys themselves, but a piano that was opened up and actually plucked the strings themselves. And I say that because the attack and the decay ratio of those notes coming out was such an abrasive start and stop. It kind of gave me that vibe. Also, it has the tinginess of that string. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they were doing. It could be a sample, but something tells me these girls are probably going to want to go for the real thing and actually do it with a real instrument, just from my limited knowledge of these girls so far. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's jazzy, and it almost has like, I hate to say this. It has almost like a pop type element to it, especially there towards the end. And I only say that because it's catchy, and I do not consider this pop at all. But let's listen to that outro one more time so you can kind of see what I'm saying. Listen to how quickly and listen to how abruptly the sound stops from when you first hear the note or the tone of the note and how it drops off. It's very jazzy, it's very light, and it almost sounds like electronic music with actual instruments, the way that it's cut and chopped up. Let's listen. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Bandmaid, man, I'm always impressed by them. This is just one of those bands that I stumbled across my channel, and it's always an absolute pleasure to kind of revisit these gals because everything I hear is just amazing. Misa, who I learned is on the bass, her work is absolutely phenomenal, and it's hard to pick up on it. You really got to kind of pay attention for it, but it's there. She's doing some fantastic bass work. Really giving it the percussive nature of the bass and the drums mixed together, enough room for the guitar to really kind of lean on its own and have that awesome hook melody. Vocals are great as well, like the fact that we're hearing more backing vocals on this, and yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is Manners from Bandmaid. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next from Bandmaid. If you have any suggestions for me, leave them down in the comments for me. I'm going to go through those comments, and we'll decide which Bandmaid song I want to do next. If you enjoyed your time with me today, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'm going to catch you out on tomorrow's video. Good night, everybody.